scene, welcome to the new age. This is the co-main event of the evening. We are ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an MMA specialist. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 154.6 pounds. A record of 9 wins, 6 losses, and 0 draws. 6 wins by way of submission. Representing Team Crossface from Hayes, Middlesex, England, Hayden Critchfield. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an MMA specialist. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed in at 160.2 pounds. He has a record of 11 wins, 6 losses, and 0 draws. 4 wins by way of TKO and 4 by submission. Representing Team Kaioken from Andover, England, Alexei Boom Roberts. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Mr. Mark Goddard.
So the cage door shuts on co-main event time, and 2 things we haven't mentioned here is the 2 counts. Again, excellent counts for these 2 men.
Here we go. Alexei Roberts wastes no time coming in, swinging wildly, and we've just seen how Hayden's going to deal with that. He dropped levels, tried to go for the takedown. Alexei doing a good job here, counter grappling, looking for his own takedown.
Well, he's got a fantastic low base of gravity and those big, big legs for such a shorter opponent. I mean, there's strength there. There's, as I said, in many ways, this is a perfect matchup with that height, the knockouts versus the submissions. There's so much going on in this one.
Man, those legs look like tree trunks from where we're sitting, Malcolm. They're absolutely huge. And that leg power can really transfer well into a big knockout punch if they know how to use it properly.
Well, this is testing times for both men against the cage here, both looking to drop the knee in there as well. And you really get a feel for your opponent's strength when you're in this clinch, don't you, Nick?
I was just about to say, Malcolm, this is a bit of a feeling out process, feeling the opponent's balance, feeling their strength. But at the same time, they've got to be careful to stay busy, keep putting them little knees in, winning points in the judge's eyes.
That's right, both men looking to use the knee wherever possible.
Referee Mark Goddard taking a close look. I think he's about to just remind them to stay busy, otherwise he's going to restart them in the middle.
Yes, and Alexei trying to keep Hayden against that cage while he drops the knees in. And now, as you said, good call, Nick. Mark's seen enough, wants them to start again.
And let's see if Alexei comes charging in again with those wide looping punches.
Oh, it was a left hook.
That was a tidy punch, as you say.
It caught Hayden's attention and he immediately looks to tie up and get the throw in because it was a short, chopping left hook from Alexei Roberts.
Yeah, and I think Hayden's really trying to get this fight to the ground, but so far Alexei's balance is just too good. He's a bit too savvy to these techniques.
And he'll take heart from that left hook landing, and just the slightest of wobbles from Hayden there.
And I think Hayden's really shown his cards there. He seems to be wanting to time his double leg shot underneath the punches of Alexei Roberts, but Alexei wise to it so far.
And again, it's a good tactic here because last time they were like this, although he was using the knees, Alexei benefited from Mark Goddard finally saying enough is enough, we'll break them here. And you get the feeling he's looking for something similar here.
Yeah, this time it's Critchfield pressing action against the cage. There's a lot of wrist fighting going on here. Really makes it hard to land anything significant with the arms. So at the moment it's just short shots with the knees here to the thighs, which will really disrupt the fighter's footwork when he gets back into the centre of the octagon.
One thing we have to factor in here is Alexei and the weight problem yesterday, Nick. Will that play on his mind? Because Alexei did miss weight yesterday.
It's always a bit of a concern when a fighter misses weight. And you know what, that can really, if that represents a bad weight cut, then that can really affect their cardio in the later rounds. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yes, all these factors at this level are so vital, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just the smallest percentages that make the difference here. But I tell you what, this is a grueling style of fight, and I don't know if it will suit Alexei Roberts if it does go to the 3rd round.
Well, we talked about the cut weight and the cardio, and Alexei felt those shots as he went to come in on Hayden Critchfield. And there is hints of fatigue already there, but there's that strength that we said of Alexei Roberts.
Yep, first takedown of the fight, and it was catching the body kick attempt by Critchfield that enabled Alexei Roberts to get the single leg, and now we have Critchfield fighting off his back, threatening with the up kicks.
Because if we look at that weight issue again, right in front of our commentary position here, you can see the different body shapes. And that 5'5", that is all muscle on Alexei Roberts, isn't it? You wonder how much more he could cut looking at him there.
Alexei's trying really hard to pass guard here. He's pretty much secured it. Nice little hammer fist there. Needs to stay busy, needs to sprawl now. Don't let Hayden get up on that single leg. He needs to really sprawl. Hips down, kick his right leg back, make it super heavy and stuff the head.
He's pounding in the right hand to the rib cage and the left-hand side of the body of Hayden Critchfield. I want to pick up something you said earlier about the type of fight of this is. It's brutal in a really grinding it out sort of way, isn't it?
Absolutely, very physically demanding, a lot of push, a lot of pull. Those two things are hard to go together.
Oh, good position now though for Alexei.
Yeah, he drove forward and landed himself in mount. This is a very strong position, right in front of where we're commentating Malcolm. And Alexei is looking to drop some heavy elbows on his opponent.
Yes, that right elbow to the face of Hayden, and one elbow landing cleanly can change a fight dramatically.
Yeah, I mean, Hayden's in a real spot of bother here now. He's got his right arm trapped.
With that left knee, that's trapped there, and he's opening up Hayden now. He did say, I can finish this before round 3.
Yeah, and Hayden is fading. Referee's taking a close look at this. Oh, saved by the bell, Malcolm.
I felt, Nick, pretty even until that last minute and a half, and we were talking about the weight and what it might play on Alexei's mind when he suddenly took over that round.
Here we go, it's just the replays, Malcolm. This was the nice jab early on by Alexei.
And the feet went slightly, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows how much power Roberts is packing. This was the same punch. And now we're going to take a look at one of Hayden's best strikes of the match, which is an uppercut.
And it lands cleanly and suddenly, and the left leg, if he hadn't have caught that, would have landed cleanly as well. But I think it's from this point onwards that Alexei really starts to turn up the pressure on Hayden.
Yeah, he was gifted that leg and he used it, capitalised on the opportunity, got the fight to the ground where he was very effective. I wouldn't be surprised now if Alexei's cornermen have told him to get this fight back to the ground where he's having a clear advantage.
Yes, the first round, as you said, was very hard and hurtful, but again, it's Alexei that backs up. The man with the power punches was caught by Hayden. Hayden Critchfield is very accurate, but he took a little short right there as he came forward again, and then a knee from Alexei. But we talk about the submission skills of Hayden Critchfield. His boxing has been accurate. He hasn't used it much, but when he does, he doesn't waste shots.
He's certainly tidied up from his previous fights, and that's always a good sign. A fighter continuing to develop, especially this far on in their career.
And again, that's a sweet jab. He's setting up the double leg attempt. It's a single leg attempt now.
Yeah, that was much better timing from Hayden. He managed to get on the leg, but just those legs are so powerful. Alexei was able just to kick it, donkey kick it back, and completely clear Hayden's hands free from it. And now it's Alexei looking for the single leg.
Yes, as you said, you mentioned in the first round how much this takes out of both men. They've been very close the whole fight. There's not been much space between them, full stop, has there?
Very evenly matched. I would have to give the first round to Alexei, and it's still Alexei pushing the action here. He's dropped his opponent.
It's those stiff jabs, an up kick there from Hayden, but you're right, it's the stiff jabs from Alexei that are causing Hayden problems.
Pinned the arm again with his left knee, and straight into mount. Very nice work by Alexei Robert. Very slick on the ground. Needs to keep this top position now. He's looking for, he's got the back control with 2 hooks in. Well,
he got back control because Hayden looked to slip out the back door very quickly, didn't he? But Alexei was aware of it and stopped that, which has made it even more dangerous now for Hayden, really.
It is, because Hayden cannot see where the strikes are coming from, so he cannot effectively defend them.
He'll have to watch the back of the head there. I think that's what Mark was saying to him, but dangerous position now for Hayden Critchfield. He tried to slip out the back door. Alexei Roberts was aware of it.
Hayden cannot afford to stay in this position. The referee will stop it if it continues like this, because he's not intelligently defending himself.
And that's the key, intelligent defence.
He has to either forward roll out of there or at least kick one of his legs back to free up a hook. There he goes, he kicks his right leg back.
Mark moved away, now he's moving forward again, so these are worrying times for Hayden Critchfield.
Yeah, but I mean, the end could be near. Alexei seems like he's got plenty of gas in the tank, doing the right thing of just continually hitting on his opponent.
And it's it, I think you're right, Mark Goddard has stopped this, Mark Goddard. He said he would do it, he did do it, and at the end of the day, Nick, you were really impressed with, he was relentless.
That's what I like to see. When you get in the dominant position, you have to use it. You have to capitalise on it. Rain those blows down and just wait for the referee to step in.
Now, we mentioned the strength factor and the cutting weight. It's going to be controversial, but he used his strength there. You mentioned the legs, the power. He really thought his way into this and then ground Hayden down, didn't he?
As you say, he's a proper physical specimen, and he fought smart. Hayden, unfortunately, just didn't have the answers. Here we go, some nice replays of... Basically, it's all Alexei, what can we say? Every time Hayden tried to mount some offence, it almost landed him in more trouble.
And then from here, Hayden seems to tire quickly, but as you said, it's a desperate position as well. Mark Goddard's in there warning him, he's giving him the opportunities, and then he's seen enough. And
good stoppage by referee there. That's exactly what he's in there to do. Fight to safety is paramount.
Our referee, Mark Goddard, called a stoppage to this bout at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the second round. Your winner by TKO in the red corner, Alexei Boom Roberts.